Okay, so this was in my notes and I forgot to talk about it. So the big clubs against the little clubs, the elite against the non-elite, blah 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 blah. So I deal with that all the time, but for me, it's players making the choice for the big club to the little club. So one of my advices that has already come in, and I hope that she doesn't get mad that I talk about the fact that I gave her this advice. So, for example, you can use Ava, a barn girl in Texas. So now she's becoming a big thing. People are loving her. She did the Under Armour camp and she put herself on the map because of it, because she was probably one of the best players out there. So I immediately told the parents, I was like, listen, the vultures are coming. Everybody that's anybody is going to try to get her now. They're going to try to recruit her into their club, and blah, 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 blah. This is my advice to a player like that, because I deal with it, and I tell my players all the time, don't fall for it. Some fall for it, some don't. The ones that fall for it eventually plateau, which I've had that conversation before. But I said to the parents, same as her, it's like, funny enough, they didn't know about her. They didn't want her. She's everywhere on social media, and still they didn't know about her. The moment she outperforms their players, now they want her. Now she's on the map. You got to think about it like this. Who made her that good? Who helped her achieve that? Who helped her, I told the parents, I was like, who helped her get to where she is today? And at that point, why would you jump ship from the person that has developed them to the point that now people want her? You know what I'm saying? Like, that doesn't really makes sense. So my advice was, stick to the person that has developed her to this point. Do not fall for all the people that are coming in with all the woodwork and all the pretty stuff and selling you all this stuff. Stick to the person that has gotten you to this level, that has made you as good as you are, that everybody now wants you, and keep developing. And as long as you're coach, it doesn't matter if you're in a small club or not. It honestly doesn't even matter if your team is really good or not. As long as you as an individual player that puts in work are developing, that's all you need. And when it comes to recruiting, everybody thinks you got to go to a big club to get recruited. No, you don't. Fallon got recruited in this little tiny club in Mississippi. Brooke got recruited in this little tiny club in Mississippi. Emma got recruited in this little tiny club in Mississippi. The rest of the players that have gotten recruited got recruited in this little tiny club in Mississippi. It's the work that we do, off the court ourselves. Me as a coach, the amount of emails that I send, the videos that we put out, that we send out to the college coaches, they will come watch you. And I'm going to tell you this, college coaches are coming to watch you. They're not coming to watch the team. They're coming to watch you. So if your team is not that great, they know that. They're coming to watch you. They're not recruiting the entire team. They are recruiting you. So this whole sellout that people keep trying to sell, all these poachers that try to poach players with that bull crap, I'm here to tell you that to help the little guy, to help the little club, because they didn't want you then, they want you now, and they sell you on this story of for recruiting, blah, blah. No, it's not true. It's not true. I'm a testament to that. It's not true. You don't need to have the best team to have your players recruited. Again, college coaches are coming to recruit that one player, not the entire team. They understand when a team is not great. They understand when a team is not as competitive as it should be. And they're looking at you and what you can do. And your reaction to that team, quite frankly. And your reaction when you compete against those top tier teams. So for me, that advice, stands tall to a lot of you that are playing in a smaller club. If you're being developed, if you are growing, and all of a sudden these bigger clubs are coming now. You're amazing. We can get you to the next level. Well, so can the small club, and so can I. I can get you to the next level, probably better than the bigger clubs in the area, guaranteed. Just because I go out of my way to contact and talk to every college coach. It's not just a specific, college and stuff like that. And a lot of these clubs are connected to specific colleges that'll come straight to them to check out stuff. But that does not mean they're not going to come out and check you out. So a lot of these colleges, actually, these college coaches, God, I remember back in the day when I was coaching, one of my coaches, the head coach at the time, had 900 kids that she needed to look at throughout the entire weekend. 900 kids. Do you think they were all from the same club? No. Some of them were from smaller clubs. Yes, she has her designated clubs that she likes to go look at to see players, but it does not take her away from going to check out other players in other clubs and smaller clubs that are competing. College coaches will come watch you. If you are a top player that your team is performing and playing an American because they have to, because the team is not good enough to play up, they will come watch you in American. They might not come watch you the first day. You know, they might not come watch you the second day, but they will make their way to come watch you. I guarantee it. You can play in Liberty, you can play in American. I don't know if you play in Club and Select, they'll come watch you, but I know in American, and I'm talking about top college coaches. If you're looking at D1, you know, and D2 and stuff like that, that doesn't mean everybody else doesn't. But if you're like in that D1 dream, they'll still come watch you in American. They'll come watch you in Liberty. They'll come watch you in USA. It's not just open. They'll come watch you in a smaller club. They won't just come watch you in a big club. They might even come to your club if you're that big and come watch you practice. Like, you just don't know, right? Like, a lot of people are not well informed on this, and they get tricked by the bigger clubs and the elite to believe that the only way to get to the college is to go through a big club. And that is not true at all. It's not realistic and whatever it is. But again, it goes back to giving the advice to Ava, who's now put herself on the map. You know, that's the same advice I've been giving my own players. If they don't listen, they think that if they go to a bigger club, they're going to be developed and get to a college, which is not. They plateau and they get stuck with whatever they get given. But for me, you know, right now, you know, we're a small club again. We had tons of colleges come watch Caroline Dixon, you know, at Big South and Lone Star. Does that mean they're going to take her? Not necessarily. Does that mean they liked her when they watched her live? Probably, you know, might not be, because she's not the biggest or the strongest. But they came to watch her, you know. They always come watch Mia. They come watch Fallon still, because maybe they're just thinking they can poach her away from the commit that she already has. But they'll come watch. You know, what you do with it as a player and your performance is different. You know, if you think here that Mia's not about to get some phone calls on June 15th, she probably is. Caroline Dixon still has to put herself a little bit more out there. I don't know if she's going to receive phone calls June 15th. She might too. But it doesn't matter, you know, as long as you do the legwork and you work your butt off, you don't need to be a part of this bigger club. And again, I keep preaching that to my players and to all of you that are in smaller clubs. Do not think that the bigger club is the decision maker and who's going to get you to the next level. In fact, they're just using you as a pawn to build their resume more than anything else. And they only came to get you after you got trained by the smaller club and made you better. So why would you leave the people that made you into something? I just don't understand that. And I'm talking about the bigger people in the little clubs, the bigger that become talented, that become something because the little club built them up. I don't really comprehend that, which again is why I went back and I communicated as much as possible with Ava's parents and Ava about it, because I know the vultures are coming. I know they're coming. I'm not an idiot. I've been around the game long enough, and the game is almost the same everywhere. So again, what I said is just stick to who's developing you and making you the player you are today. And they keep improving you. That's all you need as an individual player. So that's all I got. That's all I got. And at the end of the day, if people are going to make their own decisions, including, you know, Ava and everybody else, they're all going to make, or Barn Girl, how you guys know her, everybody's going to make their own decisions. But don't be sold on the big club and the elite talking this bull crap, because it's not true. Not true at all. I've had the Gators come out to watch my team play. I've had Texas come out to watch my team play. Penn State. It doesn't mean they'll take my kids, but they've come watch them play because we've put certain people like Fallon on the map. You know, and some are just going to tell you right away on the email. It's like, no, she's too small. She's not strong enough. She's not this. We're not going to come watch her. And that's cool. But it's not because of the club. It's because of the kid. Get it through y'all skull. Stop falling for the bull crap. Just stop falling for it. Love you guys. Deuces.